Street. We're here at Keith Small Cars. We're doing a quick little understanding of what Keith does here, right? And this is the man, Keith here. I'm Chris. I'm just a customer slash somewhat of a friend, right? Just knowing Keith from other channels, and just let's find out what he does here. Keith, do you want to tell us a little bit about the store and about yourself, please?
We got cool cars. We bring them in. We get them out to you guys. Okay, what's going on, guys? This is all new. Wow, the hot seat. And I'm honest speaking, maybe, possibly. So in 2021, we opened doors and we quickly grew. By the end of 2021, we became an authorized dealer for auto art models, which is not the easiest task.
What's auto art, actually?
What's auto art?
Yes. Can you give me a quick explanation of what they do?
So auto art,
they sell stuff?
You know what? I have an idea.
Yeah.
Actually, let's do this. Right?
Yeah.
Because
Got something that you can
so we got this R34 Skyline and it's made by Auto Art, right? So they've been a brand that started in the late 90s, and then they came about and became they basically became de facto in a manner of speaking. Usually what you hear a lot in the communities and in the hobby networks, it's always Auto Art that's being compared, right? There are other brands that have come up. It's not to say that, I'm not going to say that necessarily Auto Art is the best, but there are several brands that people turn to for certain common niches, Auto Art being one of them. Then you're looking at Almost Real, and you're looking at MR Collections, BBR, right? And no Rev as well, another upcoming one where, well, everybody loves their Porsches right now and the Mercedes, right? But Auto Art is basically one of the brands that I looked at for the wide array. Like you get Nissans, you get your Lamborghinis, McLarens.
I recognize the blue boxes, right? And a lot of people that go out and they want a miniature car of their own car or something like that. I guess this is what you're trying to provide to some people, but then there's also collectors. From what I understand, I'm kind of that collector too, right? Which I understand, but you give out. I'm trying to understand what. Well, not me, but what is that you? What's special about you selling it instead of other places?
Oh no, well, I mean, we always offer personalized service for everybody, regardless of, we try to cater to a wide variety of budgets.
Right.
We look at what people are asking for, what they demand, and that's what we bring in, right? So basically, on the spot, we check the cars for you. If we're shipping them out, we also do the inspection to make sure everything is okay. And we address anything, and if there's any sort of compromise, we try not to make, we do our best to be uncompromising in that this is what you get, no defects, right?
Gotcha.
That we're very much critical about that, because imperfections and defects are two words that gets thrown around when it comes to this hobby.
Yes.
So imperfections can happen, but defects, that's a buzzkill when you're spending north of $250, sometimes as high as $500-600, right?
Right.
So that's where our job comes in, to make sure that everything is perfectly fine and everything is. We're not here to be a discount store. We're not here to be that. Hey, you know what? We're trying to make sure that for the dollar you spend, and we try to keep ourselves competitive, looking at what's available globally.
Right.
Sometimes we hit the mark, sometimes we do better than what's available out there. Other times we might be a little bit higher. But for the most part, we try to make sure that our prices are within reason and can match anything that's being offered globally, while at the same time maintaining the highest level of service to ensure that the pieces that you get, it is completely free of defect and it is addressed. I mean, case in point, sometimes a car will come in, they didn't use enough glue, right? And nobody wants to deal with that. And I remember monitors, I was buying cars, these miniatures, back 2006, 7, 8. Cars would arrive and they would not have enough glue and they would fall out. And I mean, I wish I knew back then what I knew now, because the idea with using crazy, yeah, I agree, a lot of us. So the idea of using super glue, crazy glue, bad idea. And some of my cars became terrible victims of collateral damage at that, right? So the thing is, it's a wealth of experience from dating back late 90s, early 2000s, and then coupled with the experiences that colleagues and myself we've had. And that's what led to opening up the shop and to maintain the highest level of service provided to anybody who comes in here.
It's you're priding yourself onto the cleanness, and like I'm looking at some of the stuff here, and it's like wow, it's really, really well displayed and looks really, really nice, right?
Well, that's basically the idea when it comes to how would you want to have your man cave or woman cave, right? Like you want everything to be nicely done, everything to be neat, but when you get up close, you don't know what it looks. You don't want to be that situation where looks good from far, but far from good, essentially, right?
Exactly.
Like nobody wants that. So that's where it is that like also people, you know what, we're not out here just collecting money and slapping out boxes.
Right.
No, we take our time with each and every single car and make sure that everything is perfectly fine. Most times, yes, everything works out, but then there are times where, well, that is why it is we deal directly with brands. So that's where it is. We get anything that needs to get addressed. At the end of the day, we gotta maintain good relations between the brands and between our clients, because it's your hard-earned money, and we want to make sure that we're doing the best with your dollars that you're spending.
You have something here that you're kind of excited about, right?
The Audi, yes, yes, of course. Wah, wah, wah. But no, you know what? No, just to quickly divert. So that's
an Audi, right? And that's a very nice color, by the way. But you know, I'm not that old yet to own a station wagon.
Oh, no, wagons are in, bro. Wagons are cool. Like, you know, everybody loves off on the RS6. So, so I mean, we're lucky to be able to get some examples, because we're actually going to be able to get the ABT version of this, right? Because these are more or less sold out now. But everything down to the gas cap. Down to the gas cap opens. Let me get my gloves on, because.
Yeah.
Right, so.
I'll let you show detail on that.
So, side view mirrors also open up. Well, not open up, but they fold in and then they fold out, like just like the actual car. And engine cover comes off. We're going to leave that off for now. All right, but so just a couple of the miniatures, because, and especially when you look at the there's a demand for miniatures which are openable, so where you can open your doors, open your hatch, your trunk. Everybody loves to see engine details. Now that you can actually remove the engine cover, because I remember having a dealer edition Audi RS4. This was back in 2007, 8, somewhere around there, or was it 9? Anyway, so had that, and they didn't have the engine cover back then, could not be removed. So all these new aspects that they introduced to make it remove the engine cover and everything is really, really cool, because now it brings back the whole thing, which makes it magical. You get to see the engine details, because what good is seeing the engine and all you just see is one massive cover. So I like what they're doing with Polar Master, and there's going to be some future releases from Polar Master that we will definitely be having here. All right. So the main event, though.
That's that one. I'm talking about something else. This metal thing right here.
Oh, that big box.
Yeah, like I mean, you got something behind you.
You mean this thing?
Oh.
That guy? Oh yeah. So, yeah. So we got. So. Yeah, that is a Supra. All right.
As everyone knows, this is like the Supra, the Mark IV Supra that, you know, Paul Walker, famous for, like, not the exact one, but it's a Mark IV Supra from Fast and Furious, right? So this is the one that the generation, I don't know, after us went nuts over because of that movie.
2GZ. 2GZ, no,
So
finish
I'm
it.
gonna
Yeah.
I'm going to let Keith go through. This specific model came out with a mind for, I guess, the very, very, very well collectible, the more mature collector, I would say, right?
Well, you know what?
I'll leave that to Keith to explain to you.
Well, before we get into that, let me just bring out an old favorite of mine. This is from my personal collection. Alright, so this was the Autowarts are new composites.
Right.
These Autowarts are new composites. This is from my own personal collection, and I keep it here so it could be a comparison. And I think, well, because it will just sit a lot nicer next to the Supra, because it's not on the space. Alright, so let's just put you down here for now, and then I'll pick you up again shortly. Oh, hello, beautiful. It's been a while. I know. So, now the name of the brand is called WHELART. That's doing this Toyota Supra. Alright, and this is the art for the box that will be on the 40 pieces that are going to be the first edition release in North America. Alright, so let's just get the box out of the way quickly. Alright, brand name is WHELART. Gives you a good idea of what the box looks like, right? And yeah, I don't really have too much to say regarding the box because we should be talking about the car. So, moving on to the car. Let's get this over to the way. All right, so now back to the car. We're looking at a fully opening piece. All right, this is a production sample, by the way. All right, and there's going to be a couple of things which we have addressed that will be happening with the version that's going to be arriving in July. So these will be arriving in July, and right now we are taking pre-orders, 0 down payment for these, and you're more than welcome to come in store to check them out and to reserve yours. We'll get to the price point in a bit, right? So basically it's a fully opening miniature, right? And I'm just going to pop open the doors here real quickly. Alright, and I'm just going to put this back here, and again, so those little things that's being addressed are the strut supports to make sure we could have the boot open and stay open. Alright, and basically you get a fully opening die-cast miniature, alright, not composite like Autowarts, and it's going to be more or less in the same color configuration with the silver body and the tan interior. Right. I am going to be talking with your rep to see if there were any updates regarding making that interior black, because as we all know, the traditional interior the color was black. Right. Exactly. All right. So that's basically in a nutshell where it is that, okay, fully open and die cast. You're going to love this particular bit. You're going to love this particular bit.
Are there different wheels for this?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we'll get to the wheels. We'll get to the wheels in a bit. All right. So we got the cover here, which comes off the spark plug and coil pack cover. All right. So that comes off. So you have a choice where if you want to display with the cover on the engine, you can, or you could display it on the associated engine that comes with it. So this piece also comes with it, and hey, put your hands and have a feel of it.
Here.
Because it has weight to it. So, so that's actual die cast.
Oh really? That's metal.
Yeah.
Wow. And it's got the wires too to show the detail.
Yeah, and even the heat shield over the turbos. Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you. I don't want. Sorry, I don't have the gloves.
Alright, so that's also so basically the entire package. We'll get to the price in a little bit. Just want to first give a rundown as to what you're going to be getting with this. You're getting the car, all right. You do also get an engine, and you see some of the small bits here. There's also a body kit that's in the works, right? So these are just pre-production samples to show what it looks like, and now we're going to do a little bit of a magic trick in the process. So I'm just going to close one door here. All right, and this is the left-hand drive version. Now we do have we have 20 pieces that are right-hand drive and 20 pieces that are left-hand drive, and those will be arriving later in July. All right, so just to reiterate, pre-orders are open right now. Come in store or give us a call, and it's a zero down. There's zero deposit to be made. We're just taking a name, and we'll let you know when it arrives. And we'll go about our usual procedure where we'll inspect the car for you and make sure everything is fine. All right, so the kit now, and yeah, by the way, surprise. Did you guys pay attention to the wheels? The magic trick, right? Yeah, the wheels have changed. Now we have T37s.
Can I just back it up?
Yeah, yeah.
So when people pre-order any cars from you that are on this scale level, you guys will pre-check it, or you don't have, as you said, there's no money down or anything like that.
No.
But you write down, do you send an email out to them telling them that this is coming in, or how do they know that products
we definitely grab information like your email address and phone number, right? And this way the preferred method of contact, whether it's through email or phone, we will exercise the preferred choice and inform them of the piece and its arrival, right? Usual window is going to be 14 days from the moment it arrives for pickup, right? And
but how do you know the customers? Which customers would want a piece like this and which ones would not?
Oh, well.
That's the question.
No, well, in terms of that, well, the thing is, we're stepping into something new here, and for the fact that this car hasn't been done for over 20 years as a fully opening diecast, another brand did one years ago. But just to, you know what, not to get too much into the brands itself, we know it's been over 20 years, right? And to actually have something like this, which is fully opening and gives this amount of detail and prestige as well, if you like, because it will be coming on its own display base. So similar to some of the other brands, somewhat similar to what you're seeing back here. Yeah. All right, and so basically it'll be on a display base like that, right? We get the engine, we get wheels, and we'll get to the wheels in a sec.
I was asking the question of how do you know which clients?
Oh, well, right now.
Who do you tell this car or this car or this car?
Well, right now we have
that's coming out.
Well, our client rewards program, and I mean that's where our regular clients they you know what, we like to know that everybody wins at the end of the day, and our client rewards program, they get great discounts, they get benefits. Again, one of the benefits is letting them know about this piece. So we've already shown this to those who are part of our client rewards program, and
this kind of thing?
Well, some have already placed orders, right? Again, our clients, they vary. Some love their supercars, some love the JDM, some love a mix of everything. So we already have an intake, and we already have people coming in, and they have theirs reserved. So and once it comes in, we're sending out notifications to them, again, by their preferred method, to let them know that the car is here. Again, 14 days, 2 weeks, you got to pick it up. And if you don't, well, you know, when it came to the R34 Midnight Purple last year, I hate to say it, but if you snooze, you're going to lose, because that car was in hot demand, and you know what, it came and it went, right? I didn't get a chance to even put one up on the shelves for people to see.
I'm going to be a little I didn't go into detail with me, but like I have a Midnight Purple R34 from Auto Art.
Gorgeous color, and
yes, I kind of lied to you guys, and I am a collector.
I mean, and then it's like we could get into old versus new. Case in point over here.
Right now, we're talking about you and your store and the models and the details.
Oh well, my store's about
especially about like what new stuff and how it affects the store, right? And you, right? So I mean, I see that it should bring in a lot more people, right?
Oh well.
Right motion.
I'm gonna pause you for a second and just be that one thing that's really cool
Yeah.
is the ability. So now the thing with this particular piece, it's already been released in other regions of the world.
Right.
All right. The version that we are getting,
Yeah.
it will be for North America and the North American market only, right?
Oh.
And one of the amazing things, which I'm more than happy, and this is why I'm super excited about this,
Yeah.
is that we get to actually showcase something new, both as a brand
Yeah.
and as a piece.
Right.
And we're getting to do it right here in Canada, which is really, really cool.
You see, that's
Right.
that's really cool. That's amazing, actually.
And that's why I'm making a big fuss about making a big fuss about this guy. Yo,
No,
yeah.
as you should. As
All
you
right.
should. Right.
Is that yeah? It is a Supra, right? So getting back into it as well. I'm just gonna come around
Yeah.
and basically coming forward. Oh no, too much, Keith, too much. No. Just a little bit of me, just my hands. So let's just bring this back out here. So the kit, it's gonna be a simple kit, right? But the kit basically is gonna be side skirts and a front bumper, right? Which you can attach and detach. Now, because this was a pre-production sample, its ability to actually mount it right now is a little bit tricky, right? I will confess to that. You see why? Because I'm going to flip the car over as well, so you can see some other details and bits, right? Wheels. You're getting an extra set of wheels, so stalkers. That, typical thing, like when you look at the Skylines, you get your stock OEM wheels. Audi back here, RS6, you get OEM wheels with it, right? And then in the case of this guy, you're getting ABT wheels as well, right? Which those actually look pretty nice. I think they work better with other colors, like if you have a black body or a blue. With the green, not so much. But okay, back to Supra. So, we do get the T37s. Just gonna put it in my hand right here, right? So we got the T37s, and we do get the OEM wheels, right? And those, so you get that option where it is you want to display it in its original form or where it is tweaked a bit, right? Now, as it goes for the colors of these T37s, right? We're currently conducting a survey. Okay, I'm going to roll up a bit. Okay, so now let's come back now to the T37s, where we're currently conducting a survey. So, and if you'd like to get that survey, you can always reach out to us, and we will be distributing it among other various channels. And the survey is to just get an idea as to what color would you like, what would be a color combination that you want to see, silver body, what color T37s would you like to have with this, right? So that's where we're at when it comes to the wheels and when it comes to what options you have. So you could basically dress it up a little bit. Now, nope, we can't do a Momo steering wheel. So we cannot do a Momo steering wheel for the record, right? We cannot do bright interior or Corvo interior, right? So I mean, what's the first thing anybody does when no, we cannot do lowering springs, all right? But you know the first thing anybody does when they get a car, and this was typical for anybody, especially like back in the day. First two things, wheels, right? And then, if anything, optional lip. Like those are the first two things that we do for aesthetics. So we get to do that, right? And no LS swaps, okay, or Barra motors. I know where you guys could go with this. Like, yeah, put an LS in it. Like everybody puts an LS in everything. It has a 2J, guys, 2J, all right? No, yeah, and yeah, we don't do stereos, unfortunately. No, good mention. So I'm just gonna quickly bring this down, all right, and then you're gonna see. Oh, there we go. See, like I said, all those things are getting reworked, all right, and so you got also the defroster, the lines in the back there. So we're doing some final work for all of these little bits, and I'm gonna just pop off front wheels or rear wheels. Let's do the front wheels, just to illustrate by example. All right, so.
Can I add one thing?
Yeah.
While you're doing that? There's no Targa version, is there?
There's a Targa version that is planned, and that's going to come about in 2024. Okay. All right.
That means the removable roof, people.
All right, so I think everybody's gonna be like, oh, you need to do it in orange, right? You know, because Fast and Furious. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna swing around. One sec. So I'm gonna swing around from this side because, for whatever reason, I'm better taking off with my left hand. All right, so basically they're held in by magnets.
Oh, really?
Right, and so working rotors, not working calipers, but look, super brakes, famous super brakes. Right, so I'm gonna just take off the front wheels here. All right. No, guys, it's not that difficult. It's just that I get nervous when dealing with all these cars, including my own. So, yeah, that's basically me in a nutshell. A little bit more about myself you get to learn. I do like beaches. I don't like long walks on beaches. Just another thing in case anybody's wondering. But let's get back to this. Oh, struggle is real. Let's go. There we go. That's a really strong magnet. Jeez. Okay, so we do that. All right. So, and this is the undercarriage of this thing. All right. So, again, they really punched up the detail on it. All right. So yeah, they're really pulling out the stops on this one. And this is to just illustrate to you what you're getting for, because now comes the most important question. Keith, what's the price? So, price point is, drum roll please.
It's not the shopping channel, man.
I know, for 4 monthly payments, all right, 4 installments. No, we don't do that here, all right? But basically, you're looking at $330 plus tax for the Canadian market. Well, you know, typical one is $329.99, and then for the U.S. market, you're looking at $250, or as they'll say, $249.99. Right? So that's the price point what you're looking at for this thing. And again, it's so when it comes to the auto art pieces, you're looking at between 300 to 330 plus tax. All right. With this one, you're getting the kit, you're getting the wheels, diecast engine that you can display next to it, and this is not the first time that they've done this, right? Like there's another brand that did that, and we all know about the Skyline R34 that comes with the engine. So again, similar thing where we get an additional engine, which you could display next to it. The car will be displayable on its base, all right? It will come on its own base as well, and extra wheels, and you also get a certificate, right? So it will. There's only going to be 40 pieces made. This is going to be the first edition exclusively for North America, and you're more than welcome to come by the shop or talk with us because yeah, we're going to be the guys here distributing that particular piece for you, right? So thanks again.
So that's great that you have new models coming in and you're actually selling them. But you're very indulged into your hobby / your business too, aren't you? To a certain extent, I see. Right?
Got to give everybody the best all the time.
Oh yeah.
So put that guy there, that guy there.
So at the end of the day, it's like you try and you just want to try and keep your customers happy. That's all, and whatever new customers you get, right? And you know, I guess. Sorry, I'm just like taken back by how much care you're putting all this stuff into.
No, I mean the one thing is there's always a variety of clients, and at the end of the day, we just want to make sure that when you come to us,
yes,
for the money spent, you're getting the very best quality. I mean, even our after sales service, we've only ever had one actual return for one of the brands that we carry, and we've sold thousands of pieces from that brand. And we have our after sales service where we're going to take in if there's that you bought it from us within the first 30 days. If there's an issue that needs to be addressed, we do that in-house for you at no cost, because we do repair models as well, but we will address the matter for you at our expense, then no cost to you whatsoever. Think of it as our little 30-day warranty. No, we're not doing 10,000 miles or no, sorry, no, my mistake. 100,000 miles, 7 years. Yeah. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, right? But at least we make sure if there's any issues that do come up on a rise, we do our best to make sure that it's addressed. But when you start handling a certain level, a certain amount of volume, sometimes it's possible for something to slip. I'm not going to deny it. It can slip. It can happen. The most important thing is to make sure that at the end of the day, when that client comes in or that new client, you know what, you want to make sure that they're pleased, that they're happy with their purchase. So we offer our after-sales service to ensure that these pieces, they're exactly as we describe them to be, right? And we definitely take. We definitely try to ensure that whether it is we're shipping it out to the other side of the country or to the States, right? Because we have flat rate shipping and available for Canada wide and for the lower 48 states or continental USA. We're not going to be shipping out as yet beyond that. We're slowly getting there, all right? So yeah, if guys, if you're in the States and you want that thing, yeah, shoot us an email, give us a call. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. You can always send us a message through any of those social media platforms as well, and we'll get the ball rolling. All right. But yeah, right now, for the scope of this car, if you're in Canada or you're in USA, you can get your hands on this. All right. Just get in touch with us, and we'll get you sorted for that. All right. So the most important thing at the end of the day is to make sure that clients come in. Sometimes they know what they want, sometimes they don't, and you give them the best possible options for the dollar that they're spending, all right? And make sure that the quality is there.
So, you heard, you got Keith here, and he's the owner of the store.
No, I prefer to call myself a worker, but if we're to break it down to jobs, I'm probably the lousiest janitor, maybe. But yeah,
he's the main man because his name's on the store, right? So
that's
we're just saying,
Well,
we'll just say that he takes a lot of pride and care into what he sells, right? So I for sure I bought from him. So you know what? I see the models and I enjoy it a lot, right? So, I'll let Keith tell you where he is, and
So we're here at in Vaughan at 7250 Keele Street, right? Postal code L4K1Z8. So to make that make some kind of sense now with all those numbers and jibber jabber. Keele Street, we're on Keele Street, just south of 47, inside the Improved Canada complex. Right, basically you look for entrance A, and once you're by entrance A, we're basically there. You can't miss us. We've got a lot of cars and we got pretty cool bumpy music too, I think, sometimes. Yeah. So you can always come in, visit us in store. Give us a call at 647-860-6448. Send us an email at let's start that one for the email. info@keatsmallcars.com. So you can send us an email via that address, info@keatsmallcars.com.
Website?
And website is www.keatsmallcars.com. It will be down at the bottom on the links, right? And you could also reach us on Instagram. Again, the links should be down at the bottom. Same thing for our Facebook page.
I think our camera guy here.
Well, at the end of the day, Marv is making this all possible, and I love working with our local content creators. It's nice to put some more Canadian content about Canadian diecast and the Canadian diecast scene. So, Marv, we really appreciate the opportunity. Yes. Hey guys, follow his channel, by the way. Subscribe. We're going to have some more videos coming in soon, right? Yeah. Marv's going to have some pretty cool things to show you. We got some pretty cool events, right? And there we go, Marv.
I appreciate it.
So, all right.
Thank you guys for watching. Yeah. Again, Keith and
Chris
introduce you to the new model of diecast cars coming in. And if you want this model, just email.
Contact Keith.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're going to do more just to drag this guy to talk some more too, all right? So,
I'm not good
yeah,
at talking actually.
we'll see you guys soon.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye.